Good day, YouTube. This is Jay Money with Falling Forward Financial. Just another video here on Amazon. I've already talked about them a couple times here on the channel today. Instead of making one big long video, I decided to make a couple and just keep finding more information on Amazon. So I already made a couple videos on them, how they're going to split, why the shares were rising today, and Amazon versus Google. And so this one is just some more information about Amazon. So here's a look at what they've done over the last year. So basically traded kind of flat, down about 5%. Down a little bit over 16% in the last 3 months. And the last month down over 7%. And today is helping to turn that a little bit more green. Here in the last week, down almost 1%, and here's a look at what they're doing today, up about going on 5% at a time. So but this is Amazon, ticker AMZN. As you can see, I have a partial share here, so if you don't have $3,000, you can buy a partial shares here on Robinhood. You can also on Charles Schwab as well. If you don't know much about Amazon, feel free to pause and go over that. Founded in 1994, volume of 4.13 million, average of 3.48, $1.42 trillion market cap. I about said billion, but it is a trillion, just amazing. 52-week low of 2,671.45 and a high of 3,773.08, and 94% on the ratings on this one, so just amazing. Earnings are expected next on April 28th. And here, as I said, you can buy partial shares. I was buying it in the 27s. Missed one of the $2,600 dips. But 10, 50, whatever you got left over in the account, if I see a dip, I'll throw it at it. And so, as you can see, I'm in the green a little bit. Not much, but this is a big price on this stock. So. And this is one that I'll be holding for quite a while. So over here on Microsoft Bing, currently shown at the 1-year price target of $4,099.88. 44 Wealth Management LLC increases position in Amazon. And I wonder if since the split, people will be buying more in regards to hedge funds and that type of thing. It's hard to say. So everybody will be getting a chunk of Amazon once it gets cheaper. So 44 Wealth boosted its position by 3% during the fourth quarter. Holdingschannel.com reports the firm owned 203 shares of the e-commerce giant, the stock after purchasing an additional 6 shares during the period. 44 Wealth Management Holdings Amazon were worth $677,000 as of the most recent filing with the SEC. So kind of interesting and nice to see wealth management companies holding shares of Amazon. Just gives, well, actually any stock just gives a little bit more credibility. So it's something that I always like to see. A number of other institutional investors have also recently bought and sold shares of Amazon. Geode Capital increased its holdings and shares in Amazon by 3.7% in the third quarter. Geode now owns 6,997,644 shares of the e-commerce stock, worth, wow, they have a ton, after purchasing an additional 248,293 shares, so they'll have a bunch of shares after it splits. And so here's some more. Wealth Advisor grew its position in Amazon. So a very interesting article. I'm not going to read all of these. For those of you that want to read it, feel free to pause. You can find this on ETF Daily News. And other Amazon.com news. Adam sold 34 shares of Amazon stock in a transaction on Wednesday on January 5th. The shares were sold at an average price of $3,337.66. I would have sold them too, and you could rebuy them and made about $400 or $500 per share. Sell was disclosed in the filing with the SEC, which will be assessed through this link. You can click on the link right there. But lots of trading and holding going on with Amazon. And it's been kind of up and down here lately. Was up to 3,700. I wish I would have dumped mine then and dropped back down, but to the 26, 27. So 1 year low of $2,707.04 and a 1 year high of $3,773.08. So the company's 50-day moving average price is $3,115.15. The 200 is just above that at $3,311.23. So be very interesting to see what this one does after it splits and also after earnings. So a number of research firms have recently weighed in on Amazon. Morgan Stanley increased their price target from $4,000 to $4,200, gave the stock an overweight rating in the report on Tuesday. So JP Morgan increased the price target on shares from $4,350 to $4,500. And so lots of increases going up. $100 increments, $3,800 to $4,400. So I just hope it doesn't run up before it splits. Keep the split price cheaper. Amazon.com, stock rises Wednesday, still underperforms market. So I just did a video about the split. And so basically whatever price it is at when it splits is what they divide that by 20. And that will be the price going forward after that. So I'll link that video in the description. I think you can buy the split share prices on June 6th or June 7th. I made a video. I'll link that in the description for you to watch as well. So the shares of Amazon.com advanced 2.40% to $2,785.58 on Wednesday on what proved to be an all-around great trading session for the stock market, with the S&P 500 index rising 2.57% to 4,277.88. And the Dow Jones rising 2% to 33,286.25. So stocks rise snapped a 4-day losing streak. Amazon.com closed $987.50 short of its 52-week high of $3,773.08, which company reached on July 13th. So if you sold back in July for that price, that would be interesting to know in the comments. Stock demonstrated a mixed performance when compared to some of its competitors Wednesday, as eBay fell, Alphabet rose, and Walmart also rose. So trading volume remained its 50-day average volume of 3.8 million. So Amazon to a split for the first time since the dot-com boom after gains of more than 4,500%. So I'm hoping after it splits to buy as much as I can and hopefully get another 4,500% return, and that would provide a pretty decent retirement. So, but this one I just plan to hold pretty much forever until I don't need it and until I need the money. So that's my plan with it. So Amazon is going to split its stock for the first time in more than 20 years, a period in which its shares have gained more than 4,500%, and expects to repurchase $10 million in shares. Amazon announced the plan Wednesday afternoon in a filing with the SEC, revealing that it expects to split shares 20-1, contingent on a shareholder vote at its meeting on May 25th. Shares have gained 4,579.2% since Amazon last split the stock in 1999. According to Dow Jones market data, pushing per share price nearly $2,800. Company plans to execute the split on or about June 3rd as a record of May 27th. So put those dates on your calendar. Amazon's board of directors also approved the largest share repurchase plan In the company's 25-year history on public markets, the repurchase approval replaces a $5 billion plan that was established in 2016 and has spent only $2.12 billion on the effort so far of that coming so far this year. So Amazon repurchased shares for the first time since 2012. So shares gained 7% in the after-hours trading following Wednesday's announcement. The stock split could make Amazon more palatable as a possible addition to the blue chip Dow Jones, which I just made a video and kind of went over some of that information as well. As an example, Apple Incorporated split its shares 7-1 in June of 14, pushing share price for more than 600 to less than 100. Less than a year later, it was added to the blue chip index. Since the indexes are price-weighted, the index committee evaluates a stock price when considering a company for inclusion. S&P Dow Jones Indices, which manages the index, states the most recent methodology statement for the Dow Jones averages. The index committee monitors whether the highest priced stock in the index has a high price of more than 10 times that of the lowest. So it's all about getting in around the $100 mark in regards to getting into the Dow Jones. That's kind of what I pointed out in my last video. But Bezos' $200 million 50-year naming rights deal with the Smithsonian does not include a morals clause. So kind of interesting, but as of Wednesday, Intel that I've talked about quite a few times, and Walgreens Boots Alliance, or Walgreens, WBA, I've talked about once or twice, had the lowest price per share of the 30 Dow Jones components, the only two trading lower than $50 a share. Most expensive shares belong to United Health Group, were more than $485. Amazon on Wednesday was $2,785.58. If that price were divided by 20, the price would be about $139.28. So I'm looking forward to that day. That's going to be awesome. So I made a video earlier talking about pre-market with Boeing. Hopefully Boeing will go up, and I'm going to sell Boeing once I get in the green and buy Amazon. That's my plan. Prices could rise before the split. However, Amazon shares gained 5.6% between the announcement of the first stock split on April 27, 1998, and the actual split, which occurred on June 2nd of that year. According to Dow Jones market data, after announcing the most recent split on July 21, 1999, shares fell 5.1% ahead of the split on September 1st of that year. So the way Amazon's just been kind of going up and down, up to the 37s, it was in the 3300s for a while, and now it's been down to the 26, 27. Who knows what's going to happen with this one. So the last shakeup was in August 2020 after the latest Apple stock split. At that time, the Dow welcomed Salesforce, AMZN, and Honeywell, replacing ExxonMobil, Pfizer, and Raytheon. So as you follow my channel, I've talked about Pfizer quite a few times. So over here on Reddit, sell Amazon immediately. If it runs back up to 37, I will. So over here on StockTwits, currently at 29.25. I usually have a 52-week high and a low. I don't know what happened to it, so reversal coming. Awfully quiet action for announcing a split. That's what I would say. It's been kind of quiet. Maybe it's a good thing, so it doesn't run up. Here on AMZN Money, currently showing it as a buy, and here on Tip Ranks with a strong buy, 44% upside to 4,218.56, high of 5,000, low of 3,600. But that's all that I have on Amazon. I'll keep watching it and see what's going to happen with this one. But I bought a partial share in a different account here on this date. I wish I would have bought some more. And then it had to run up, but this would have been a good time to have bought here, and I've already done an option and dumped it, but we'll see if it breaks 3,000 again. I'm interested to see what this one's going to do going forward since the split, the announcement of it. But that's all that I have on Amazon. I'm sure I'll be talking about this one more. I'm sure there'll be more information coming out about it, so we'll just have to wait and see what happens. And if you have Amazon, go ahead and list that in the comments along with your cost basis. That'd be interesting to know. One of my accounts, I have cost basis of about $1,280. And I've been wanting it to split ever since so I could buy some more. And if you haven't smashed that like button yet, go ahead and hit that for me, as well as subscribing and hit the bell so you're notified of when the next videos drop. Again, this is Jay Money, Falling Forward Financial. Happy trading, happy investing, stay green. Cheers.